Good morning, everyone. I'm going to do a little video for you on factors and what factors are. If you've never done factors, have never heard of factors, don't let it scare you. This is something you probably actually already know, and you just don't realize it yet. So factors are pretty much any two numbers you can multiply together to get another number. So, for example, if I'm taking 10, I'm going to start thinking about what two numbers can I multiply together to get 10. The way I do it, I always start with the most easiest and obvious answer. And I kind of make a loop like this. The reason I do it like this is for other reasons later on. It'll help you whenever you're trying to figure out factors. So I start with the easiest. What can I multiply to get 10? I know I can always multiply a number by 1 in itself. So 1 times 10, right? 1 times 10 equals 10. Okay, I agree. 1 and 10 are both factors of 10. All right, then I need to think about anything else. So I just kind of usually go to the next number. After 1 is 2, and I start thinking, is there anything times 2 that will give me 10? I know 10 is an even number, so automatically 2 times something equals 10. Because any even number can be divided by 2. I know from my multiplication, 2 times 5 equals 10. All right, I believe that's all, but I'm just going to check. I always like checking just to make sure. So the way I do this, I just go up to the next number that would come after this. 3, anything times 3? No, 3 times 3 is 9, so I know that's not 10. Then I go to 4, anything times 4? No, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, so I know it doesn't equal 10. And then I'm back to 5. So once I'm back to a number I've already used, that means I should have all my factors if I did it correctly. So the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5, and 10. These are the factors of 10. Remember, factors are any numbers you can multiply together to get another number. So these are 10's factors. So it's kind of like multiplying, but in reverse. You're just kind of taking an answer and starting to break it down and turn it backwards and say, all right, what numbers could equal this? So these are 10's factors, 1, 2, 5, and 10. So let's look at another one. All right, so I'm going to let's do the number 12. All right, so I'm going to start thinking, what numbers can I multiply together to get 12? All right, I always start with the easiest, and I'm just going to kind of make this a little loop deal. What's the easiest? I know times 1. 1 and 12. Because 1 times 12 equals 12. Then I start going to the next number, 2. Can 2 be a factor? Is this an even number? Yes. If it's an even number, then 2 is definitely a factor. I know from my times tables, 2 times 6 is 12. I got 2 and 6. All right, then I'm going to go to my next number, 3. Anything times 3? I think 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is, 3 times 4 is 12. So 3 and 4 are both factors. Alright, so I got 3 and 4. And then what comes after 4? 5. No, no, not 5, because 5, 10, 15, 20, 12 is 5. Nothing times 5 equals 12. And then I'm back up to 6. So these are all my factors for 12. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. These are my factors for 12. I can tell you, for students in like 4th, 5th, 6th grade, knowing the factors of a number is extremely important. This is just kind of really the most basic part of factoring, but especially like in 4th grade, you're going to be using these factors later on when it comes to fractions. So remember, factors are two numbers you multiply together to get the same number. So you're going to be looking for sometimes numbers that have the same common factors. So let's say we got these, right? 12, we got our factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Later on in 4th grade, whenever you really start to get into fractions, because fractions changes a lot in 4th grade. You start doing a lot more fractions in 4th grade. So let's say later on in 4th grade, you have 1/3 plus 2/4. Now, this isn't what you have to know right now, but I'm just giving an example of how you're going to use it in the future. You can't you can't add fractions if their denominators are not the same. So that's when you got to start looking to find like a great common factor or a great common multiple, and multiples and factors go hand in hand. So just from my factoring, I know that 3 and 4 both end up being factors of 12. So I can multiply these by something to get them to the same denominator. So I want to try to make my denominator 12 for both of these. So the way I would do that is I take 1/3 and I'm saying, all right, how many do I have to multiply by 3 to get to 12? And my answer is 4. So 3 times 4. Whatever I do to the bottom, I got to do to the top. So 1 times 4. So instead of 1/3, I'm going to go 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So now 1/3 is changed into 4/12. Then I look at this one and I say, all right, what do I need to multiply by to get to 12? Because I'm trying to get both of them to 12. 4 times 3. So if I do it to the bottom, I also got to do it to the top. 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 2 times 3 is 6. And 6/12. So my 2/4 changed into 6/12, which is technically half. But so now I could actually add these together and then actually reduce from there. I could say 4 plus 6 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 over 12. And then I'm going to have to reduce that also, because I would know that 2 is a factor of both of these. I really use my factors and multiples, so I can divide both of these by 2. So if I divide both of these by 2, to put it on the simplest form, 10 divided by 2 is 5. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 5, 6 would be my answer, and I need to know my factors and my multiples extremely well to be able to do this. Best practice I can tell you is do your multiplication facts like crazy. Use programs like Imagine Learning and Math Facts and Freckle Math Facts would definitely help you out. There's another program you can use called Extra Math, and it would definitely help you out with your multiplication facts as well. But the key to being able to be really good at factoring is knowing your facts. Like I said, there's nothing you got to know right now. I'm just showing you factoring. So if I took another one, let's say I took simple ones such as 9. And I start thinking, what are the factors of 9? I always start with the simplest. 1, 9. Okay? 1 and 9. Alright, and I start going through the numbers. Is there anything I can multiply by to get 9? Anything times 2? No, 2 times 4 is 8. So what about 3? Yes, 3. 3 times what? Actually, it's 3 times 3. So I only need to list that factor one time. I don't need 2 3s up here. I'm just listing what are the factors. So if you got a number where it's time multiplied by itself, just list it only once. I think about 4. No, there's nothing times 4, nothing times 5, nothing times 6, nothing times 7. nothing times 8. So, and I really don't even need to go past half of that number. So the factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9. Those are my factors of 9. So that is how you find factors. Hope this helps. This is going to be a very useful skill. The best thing you can do is learn your multiplication facts. Thank you for watching.